Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. So one question I've been getting is what team comps do we run with the Grotesque Mage? So we're going to run through a couple different team comps so we can see which ones work the best and which ones are really outperforming others. So in here we are in the Twisted Realm, meaning that, or the Fabled Realm, meaning that we are in the top. Your current ranking is 529. So out of everybody within this Fabled Realm, we are ranked 529. So not too bad for where I'm at, doing 43 billion damage. So looking at the standard formation that we have for the Grotesque Mage, this is the team comp. So with this, there are a couple of things that you really need to focus on to make this team comp work. Ultimately, Isolde should have his 9 of 9 furniture. I haven't got there yet to keep his healing up the entire time. So the first time you ult is going to go ahead and trigger his ultimate ability, allowing him to heal, going to keep that healing up for the remainder of the battle. Second one we look at is Grez. Grez does need his 9 of 9 furniture. Reason for this is when the skeletal warriors come up, they have to come up with a shield to increase their survivability, which we'll see in the fight. The twins, ultimately, they don't really need their furniture. They need the signature item. They need to be able to live. This is a big point that I always stress when it comes to the twins, building them to mythic, building up to that plus 20 signature item because they need the survivability to live on the Twisted Realm fights. Next one we look at is Silas. Silas does require that plus 30 signature item, which is going to give a 20% attack boost to the rest of the team, which is absolute monster damage when you're lasting the full minute 30 on the fight. And then of course, Warwick. Warwick is still the best debuffer in the game with his Bonebreaker ability. He is the hero that a lot of players prioritize. Not only relatively easy to build because there's not too many maulers that people really focus on, but his ability reduces the defense of the target, meaning that your heroes are going to do more damage overall. So two things to remember if you're running this team comp, which we'll look at right now. Take off auto. We're going to run it on 2x speed because there is essentially 2 times that we want to remember. The one is the 38-second mark. So once we get down here, we're actually going to get to 38 seconds. We are going to pop the ultimate abilities. We're just going to go ahead and let them build up their stacks, build up their damage. Look at all the little minions in the back. So we're coming up to our 38. Boom, there's our 38, ulting everybody. So now we're going to do the same at 18. We're going to go ahead and pop this ult one more time at 18. If we live that long, really holding out for the survivability. Boom, there's our 18. So not the biggest damage on this one, but there's 36 billion, so not too bad overall. We did lose a couple of heroes really quick, so 529 remains the best rank. Now looking at the 5 attempts that I did here, we have 17, 25, 24, 43, and 36 billion damage on all of them. It is really important for this formation that you're ulting at those specific times to really maximize the damage that your heroes are doing before either you die because the Grotesque Mage is doing too much damage, or he leaves because you ulted too many times. So that is how I got my 43 billion damage to get 529 out of everybody in the Fabled Realm. Definitely pretty good considering I do not have a lot of the Twisted Realm built, the Elder Tree built, and I also do not have a lot of the other heroes built, essentially. So now let's take a look at a couple other formations that work. Since we know that one works really well, a couple other formations that a lot of players focus on is, of course, Saurus. Saurus is a very powerful hero. Remember, he is the boss killer. He is the original boss killer before Isolde was really strong, and Grez just really broke everything. So they look at Leica in this one as well as the twins. This is, again, one of the reasons I say to build the twins. They are such a very important hero. So essentially, when you're taking Warwick out of the formation, you're putting in Leica for the debuff that she brings, and Rain. So remember, Rain has to have the 3 of 9 furniture. If she does not possess that 3 of 9 furniture, she is not going to bring the 30% additional damage that you're going to do on the boss. So ultimately, that is what you have to have built. And of course, the twins. The twins are staple for a majority of the formations that we see. Saurus essentially doing a ton of damage, keeping the heroes alive. When he gets to that 5 stacks, he will heal the team with the plus 30 signature item. This one, you actually just want to ult the twins, pretty much the entire battle. That is going to be the main formation. Rain, you want to alt one single time, and that is it. So essentially go 3 on the twins, then probably 1 on Rain, and then everybody at about 7 seconds when it comes to this specific formation. Another change-up formation they do where a lot of players do not have Rain is running with Rose. So essentially in this formation, Rose follows Saurus, allowing Saurus to do a ton of damage while Grez brings up minions for additional damage. We do carry the Leica debuff into this formation as well. Ultimately on this one is the twins that you want to alt in the formation. Rose is there to supercharge Saurus. Leica's in there for the debuff. Ultimately the twins to increase the speed that Saurus is attacking, increase the regeneration of Grez, allowing him to pull up additional minions. So another formation that we see coming out is, of course, Mortis. A lot of players do not have Mortis built, but he is very, very strong because not only will he buff this formation overall, he will also buff the skeletal minions that Grez puts up, allowing them to do additional damage as long as they don't die too quick. And in this formation specifically, Rain is in this formation to bring the additional damage. She is the support class in this role, making sure, again, that you're alting Mortis on this one as well as the twins, making the survivability, essentially increasing the damage when Mortis buffs. So in this one, you want Mortis to buff 3 times, so you want him to alt actually 3 times. He'll usually go on Saurus, he'll usually go on Grez and the twins. Other than that, you can do the twins, or you can even choose to alt Mortis twice, and then go ahead with the twins the rest of the time, alting everyone at about 7 seconds. So the final formation that we look at includes Daemon. So this is kind of an older formation, running with Leica as well. Because remember, ultimately with this formation, this is the final one that we're going to look at. Daemon's Blood Shield will steal damage, will steal attack and defense from the Grotesque Mage, allowing him to get the Blood Shield up and actually do a considerable amount of damage. This formation I haven't tried myself, but looking through all the different accounts, all the different setups, every single one of these guys, and I really want you to focus on it, every single one of these includes the twins. The twins are a hero. There's no other hero that does exactly what they do. They are super, super strong when it comes to the build. Ultimately, this is why I say if you're looking at the Stargazer, if you're looking at Celestials or Hypogean heroes, the twins are what you want to build. We see them in all the formations for the Twisted Realm bosses. We see them in the Abyssal Expedition. We see them on a majority of the event bosses. We see them in the campaign. Their utility is very, very high. Really focusing on building them first will help you out through the entire game, especially when it comes to the Twisted Realm. Because one thing that you always do have to remember is at this level, it costs 800 of your Twisted Essence, essentially to level up a hero or level up the Elder Tree. So looking here, with a 100% bonus, I get 760 from my current position, meaning you essentially put that in half. That's all you get, guys, and that is every 2 days. That is right, it takes 2 days to get that amount of Twisted Essence. So it does take a considerable amount of time to build up that Elder Tree. Ultimately, maximizing your damage in the Twisted Realm is going to increase your production through the Elder Tree, which in turn is going to reward your class-specific heroes with more attributes, making them stronger, in turn giving you the ability to push through the campaign a lot quicker. That is the reason I really stress picking up the Twisted Essence and really maximizing all the damage that you can put out in the Twisted Realm. So again, guys, that does it for the Grotesque Mage. That is 5 total team comps that we're looking at. Right now on the leaderboard, we got a couple in there from Casuals, Kilby Bros, a couple in there. And again, this is the combination they're running, fully maxed out Elder Tree. Very, very cool to see. Big shout out to Super Mario there, being #1 as of right now. We got the medals up as well. We got 1 medal right there. Didn't make the top 100, but very, very soon. So again, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. That is a breakdown kind of the Grotesque Mage. Depending on the heroes you have, you want to maximize your damage in the Twisted Realm. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.